Oh my God, it's another episode. It's another podcast. And this podcast episode is entitled I Hate. I hate that microphone just is making an annoying noise because my voice is going. I hate that you could see my outline of my balls. I hate that you can see my gut in this shirt. I hate that I can't even have an office without my wife decorating. Oh, sorry. No way. I hate that I have a guitar and I don't even play. I'm one of those assholes. I just have it so you see it and you think I play. Oh, he's very well rounded. Oh, yeah. The only well rounded I am is my stomach. I hate that people have podcasts and they think they're special and they work at CVS. No, I don't work at CVS, but I do work at a shitty company. I hate that I'm bald. Fuck you, genetics. I hate genetics. You know what I mean? You see a good looking person, and then you look in the mirror. You're like, why would I deserve this? I feel bad for blind people. I'm surprised there's not more blind people shooting up places. Probably because they can't see. But just because they're so angry, you know? I'm surprised there's not more people in wheelchairs running people's feet over because they're angry about life. And then you talk to them, they're humble. They're like, "Oh, I'm so grateful. How? How are you? I'm just grateful to be alive." What? I'd be angry. I hate people that post jokes and they're dumb. I, that's me. But at least I post stuff that it's more than one joke. I hate when people post something dumb like, "Oh, I'm in a room and I feel like I'm a white lady." Follow, shut up. There's a lot of annoying people that I hate online. I hate people that eat with their mouth open. Shut up. I don't want to hear you smack. I hate. I'm out of hate. And we feel better. That is something you should try. Let me tell you. Just say you hate a bunch of things, you feel better. I feel great now. I got that out of my system. It's episode 3 something, probably something close to my weight. And we're here. We're alive, and we hate this podcast. Now we've got listeners for, and we're doing this for you guys. All right, we're sweating. We're ready to make an ass of oneself. Is this rat? Let me ask you. I saw someone I knew and avoided talking to them. Like I was out in public, I saw them way down there. I'm here. And I'm like, should I? But I was so full. I had so much sushi and I could feel it right here. You ever get that full, or is that just a fat person thing? Where you feel the food in your throat? And I was like, I don't feel like talking. It's the only time I don't feel like talking is when I'm full, believe it or not. And he started looking like in my direction and I hid. Is that childish? I hid behind a plant. And then I hid behind a strange fat guy. And guys for 400-pound people, they're like a wall. You know what I mean? You build a wall out of 400-pound people. I'm surprised Trump didn't try that. We're gonna build a wall out of fat people. Try climbing that. Ooh, fuck. And I felt guilty after not, saying what's up to this guy because he's a nice guy. I just didn't feel like talking. You ever do that when you get a phone call? It's like mom calling or dad calling. You're like, I don't feel like talking. A hooker just blew me. I feel guilty. And then you feel guilty and later on not taking the call. And they're like, you get high and you're like, oh my God, what if they die? What if they're dead and I didn't pick up their call? And then you call them And then they try to get off the phone with you, you know? It's funny. I'll call my mom. She's like, bye, see ya. I'm like, you hate me, you know? Am I a doggy style child? I feel like I have issues. I told my son that I lost 5 pounds. And he goes, really? And he looked down at my stomach. I said, you don't believe me? And then he looked away. I go, hey, you know that girl Betty that you talk about in class? She likes you. How do you know? And then I looked away. How do you like them apples? I think bathrooms should be separated, you know, and I'm not trying to cause any gender problems, but there's a reason why we have a female bathroom and a male bathroom. And so males don't scare the women. Oh yeah, I had to use an all gender bathroom the other day. I'm in a stall next to a woman. I start to go. I don't think she's ever pooped next to a man because she hurried up. I saw tampons fall on the bag. I heard her on the phone call with her mom crying. Sorry for the smells. This is an everyday thing in a male's bathroom. You ever walk in a female's bathroom? It smells great. It's all intact. You go in a male's bathroom, there's blood on the wall, there's shit smeared everywhere, the paint's coming off, there's a scared janitor in the corner. It's not fun. I felt so bad that I ruined that lady's, you know, 20 minutes of her day because I scared her with my bowel movements. This is why bathrooms should be separated. And so far, since we've had the all gender bathrooms, things haven't been good. Have you seen on the news? You know, guys are being weirdos in there, scaring people. It's not good. Let's go back. Or you know what we should do? Let's just do single bathrooms, which is gonna piss off some chubby people like myself. But if you really want to have all neutral bathrooms, have one. You can go in there, lock the door, and let your freak fly, you know? It's gonna suck for a lot of us because we're gonna be in line, but I don't think a man and a woman should shit next to each other, and I think Thomas Jefferson said that, you know? Or just have men, women, and then the all gender bathroom. Then the guys with blue hair can go in there and feel fine, you know? Did that start because some guy that turned into a woman tried to pee backwards at a urinal and just got made fun of? How did this stuff start, you know? And let me tell you, no matter how good the surgery is, and you're a guy that transitioned to a woman, women are still going to be nervous around you in bathrooms. Sorry to break the news. Sorry you weren't born a woman. You know, I wish I was born handsome. We don't always get what we want in life. I think the Rolling Stones said that on Heroin. You don't always get what you want. You know, they wrote that because they couldn't get a hold of any drug dealer and they were just depressed. Here's a pet peeve. People that say I'm not complaining after complaining. I got a coworker. Hey, this sucks. I can't believe we gotta do this. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Oh, I'm not complaining. No, everything what you just said wasn't complaining at all. It was roses. I hate people that say that. How about that? Let's go back to the hate. I was working DoorDash because I'm rich. Someone ordered food from a strip club. Who orders food from a strip club? I'll tell you, a kid. No joke, I dropped off the food and a kid answered the door. Now, this kid either has really good taste or his dad was too drunk to answer the door, you know? Who orders food from a strip club? That's like ordering sushi from 7-Eleven. You go to 7-Eleven for cigarettes, Slurpees, candy. You don't go there for sushi. And if you are, you're trying to commit suicide and you need help. I saw a Starbucks with the windows all fogged up. Couldn't even see. I guess the orgy found a new meeting place. If you eat 2 cookies and then have a banana, are you all right? I think so. Isn't that healthy? Fat Logic. Oh, that should be my rap name, Fat Logic. And then I get sued by Logic because it's too close to his name and he seems like a butthead. I love when you use the bathroom at a retail store, a multi-billion-dollar retail store, and you go use the toilet paper, and you're already upset. You're in a retail store bathroom, there's poop everywhere, there's a woman crying next to you in the stall. You go grab that toilet paper and wipe your ass, and your fingers go through it. Cool, I didn't know I was finger painting. Didn't know I signed up for that class. Thanks, Mom. What is it with these companies? And here's another thing I hate. Companies that have a shitload of money that try to save money was screwing over the customer. They know fat people are taking shits at their store. Guess what? They hate them. Because they can't even spend an extra $10 on toilet paper. You know, they can spend multi-million dollars on a giant Target on top of their building. Hey, I know what this building needs. It needs a 100-foot by billion-foot Target. There is a bird called the Japanese tit. You know, you name whatever you find. Did the guy that found this bird have a Japanese wife? You know, I'm a fan of the Japanese tit, but let me tell you, I love a Mexican tit a little better. Or a little bigger bird. People are too nice in the suburbs, let me tell you. I love going into the city. People are rude, they're honking, they're flipping you off. I'm like, these are my people. In the suburbs, I was behind a car that was behind another car that was at a green light, not going. Did that car in front of me honk? No, it wanted to be polite and just sit there and watch them. I'm watching the person look at there. The person behind him looked like a Japanese tit. I honked, it scared the person in front of me, and they flipped me off. Hey, this is logic. This is a logical response. You ever get those feelings where you just want to pull your car next to them and just slam them and hit them? You ever have those thoughts? You do, but you don't act on them because you're not crazy. We have a lot of crazy thoughts. Like you're behind a long line at the grocery store and there's only one checkout open. And you see other people walking around with name tags. Get in the check store and ring us up. There's a long line here. Stop talking about birds. I love the Japanese tit, but you don't see me talking on my work time. You know, it's like the inconsiderate idiots that don't. I hate people that are inconsiderate, you know, even though I've probably been inconsiderate. I married a nurse. They make a lot of money. I recommend it. Then you don't have to. Then you get a shitty job. I married an older chick too. They know what position they like to fuck in. It's not like young chicks where they're like, let's try this, let's do this, let's do this. And you're like, and this thing's about to come off. It's horrible. Before I dated her, I dated a real young chick. I was like, don't tell your parents. And she wanted to do every position. And you ejaculate, and then 10 minutes later, they want to, I'm done. Give me an older chick. They like one position because they know that's the position that makes them come. You can't spend too much time because they're you know, successful and they're trying to make a living and they don't have time for sex. You know, older people they have a little time for sex and then that's it. They need to get to the next task. Young people, that's all they want to do. Let's do in the car. Let's do this. Shut up. I'm tired. Young women don't want to hear that. Older women don't either. You ever tell a woman to shut up? Yeesh. Not good. Shocked I'm not divorced. Why do chicks always have the heater blasted in the car? I, every chick I've dated, every chick I've hung out with, there was a lot of times I was third wheel, you know, being the fat guy, fat kid, I was the third wheel a lot. I had a buddy that was always dating chicks, and I'd be in the car, oh, let's go. I was like the gay friend. Hey, fat guys are like gay friends to women, especially bald fat guys. And it's kind of cool. I mean, I don't mind. You get to hear all the gossip, you know. They're like, hey, what do I look like in this outfit? I'm like, oh, well, let me tell you, you know. But being the third wheel stinks, you know what I mean? They're like, hold the camera. I'm like, ugh, I want to join. They're like, no, you're gross. You know, like, and chicks would always blast the heater. Blah! I'm melting. I'm cold. It's summertime. Who came up with the mature rating for movies? Pirates, I bet you. What should we rate this? Arr! You're so stupid. Why do you do this podcast? You say the dumbest jokes. No one watches. No one listens. Why do you keep doing this? Because I'm narcissistic. I want the attention. And I want to be successful. You know, I hate the A's. You know, they leave. Oh, we're going to leave. We're going to go somewhere in to Las Vegas. We're going to build a new stadium. Yeah, guess what, guy? No one's gonna watch your fucking games. No one's watching the Raider games. Oh, you know who's watching the Raider games? Non-Raider fans. Fans from all over the place. They have fucking cricket fans in there watching. Oh, let's see. It's an attraction. You really think people are gonna come around the world and watch the fucking A's? Have you ever watched the A's? You want to slit your wrists. And people see you slitting your wrists and they understand. They say, let me borrow the razor when you're done. And they don't spend any money on players. You're going to spend money on players finally because you're in Vegas now? Doubtful. They've been spending the same amount on players since the 80s. And people in Vegas are excited. Oh, we get a team, we get a team. Fuck you. You're already spoiled with the casinos. You got hookers on every corner. You got the best buffets. Shut it. You don't need sports. Cool it, guy. But now they got everything. It's like that annoying neighbor that would get everything, but your parents were poor. You know, I hated that. Oh, God. I got this. I got this. I got this. You wanted to grab something and just, gee, gee. Now I have it, you know? I would have loved being a caveman. You could do stuff like that, and no one would get mad. You know how you met a woman? You hit her over the head and you dragged her to your cave. Way easier than taking her out to dinner, meeting her parents, talking to her friends. Shut up. I hate that we become civilized as people. When did that happen? When we started reading? Ugh. Anyways, how you guys doing? Did you guys come out to any of my shows this past weekend? Doubtful. I had one show in Oakland that I did. I talked about it on the podcast, I think 2 weeks ago or so. I bombed horrifically there. I bombed so bad that this guy goes, this gay guy, it's always the worst when a gay guy roasts you. And he goes, he turns to a comic, I bet you that guy's crying in his car. And I go, no, I'm standing right here. Felt like slapping him. You know what I mean? Because you want to slap a gay guy, you don't want to punch him. That's mean. I didn't, because I'm not confrontational or a psycho. Plus, you know, seeing a grown man cry, that's not fun. You have these instincts, and thank God we have these thoughts that stop us. Like, hey, think of the outcome. If you didn't have that thought, think of the outcome. And that's what separates us from the people in jail, from the people not. And thank God I have that. I used to not. When I was in my 20s, you put some powder in front of me, I wouldn't think who it came from, what is it going to do to me, the horrible outcome on my body. I was already fat. That's why anytime I see a fat person do cocaine, I'm like, stop, lose some weight, and then you could do it. Unless you want to die. Which the last time I did cocaine was with a fat person. Myself. The voice that stops you from doing something crazy. Is that Jesus? Is that Allah? Is that Jesus? You got the Middle Eastern Jesus. You got, wait, let's see. White Jesus, Jesus. Hispanic Jesus, Jesus. What's the black Jesus called? Motherfucking Jesus! This is really fun. So I did well at the show that I bombed at, and that feels good. That's almost better than sex. That's like you accomplish something that you're scared of doing. I was nervous going in there. I was thinking to myself, I'm never coming back here if I bomb. Kind of made me do better up there too. I feel like it's good to fail and be nervous. It just pushes you to be better. If you good all the time, maybe you're just good. I don't know. Fuck. And then I had a show Sunday at Barrel Proof Lounge in Santa Rosa. It's a comedy club I love. And I did a daytime show, 2 p.m. Let's try it. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but let me tell you, it was pretty fun. I thought I was going to get stabbed on stage. Made fun of a guy missing teeth. That's always a little scary. You know what I mean? Because you don't know if they have meth strength. You don't know if they have knives. People that have missing teeth usually have knives. But then I thought, let's keep making fun of him because if he does stab me, I will finally go viral. Because I was filming it. I will finally make it, Oh, book this guy. He got stabbed in the neck and survived, and now he's got a crazy voice. I'll have some, I'll have like a thing. Some people, like, what's that one guy, Josh Blue? He's got cerebral palsy, You got the black people, you got women who are pregnant on stage. I mean, everyone's got a thing. I need a thing, and a knife hanging out my neck while on stage. That might kill a little bit. God, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Daytime comedy, not bad. I think everyone there was drunk, so we're cool. Very cool. And if you get paid, you're like, I'll do whatever comedy. You want me to do comedy and outside as long as you're paying me. I don't. That's a scary thing though. As long as you pay me, I'll do whatever on stage. That's a little freaky. That's a little. I don't know. Is that how much attention I want? I'll do whatever show if you pay me $40. Ah, are you guys shocked I still do this podcast? The podcast started being like an hour-long show, and it just slowly has dwindled down to like 20 minutes. Oh, you guys are just waiting for the episode. I blow my brains out. You're like that. That's when I'll get the standing ovation. You gotta check out this podcast. He blew his brains out on air. That is crazy. People have done that. People have gone on Facebook and are like, "Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm gonna wait till everyone gets in the room. Do 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 do. Oh, there's 200 people here. All right." That is awesome. No, that would be fucked up if someone said that. But yeah, I mean, is that messed up to shoot yourself in front of a bunch of people? I mean, it's kind of not polite. I think it's better to shoot yourself in private. All those people get to see your brains. Yeah, that's not cool. You just made everyone get a therapy bill. You know? There's no way you don't go to therapy or pick up a drug after saying that. So I don't go on Facebook that much. You know what people I hate on Facebook? I tell you this. People that post like an open casket photo at like a funeral they're at. I saw one guy post a photo of his dead grandmother in the bed still. Grandmother just died, got the arm around her, kissing her fucking cheek. I'm like, what are you doing? You're trying to give me nightmares tonight? There's just some things you shouldn't post, you know? And everyone can post whatever. I post this, it doesn't matter. There's people that write books now. You don't even need like a publisher. You don't need someone to approve it or say, hey, we're going to fund this. No, you could just come out with anything and put it on Amazon, and it could be dog shit. It could be like stupid, like that doesn't even make sense. You know, you don't have a background in writing, but I published a book. Is there a fact that we can put out too much art out there and no one says anything? Like we're allowed, I mean, where does it stop? We just post whatever. The problem with that is then when you go post something, it gets lost in the bullshit. I watched my stand-up clips go from, a bunch of likes to just, and I'm like, am I getting shittier? I mean, maybe, I don't know, but trying to get eyes on your stuff, it's tough, you know? Maybe I'll just quit and become a farmer, fuck it? I think those people are happy. The ones out in the mountains and the farms, no phones, no social media, no, how many likes did I get today? None of that shit. They're working, they're drinking, they're fucking, and that's it. That's their life. That's kind of how life was until let's get connected with everyone. I wonder if Zuckerberg, realized when he was a fucking college kid that this was gonna ruin people's lives, make people depressed. Social media, let's be social together. Now let's brag about our lives and make other people feel shittier because they're not as fortunate. I've been real positive on this podcast today, let me tell you. Oh man. Well, I do have some shows coming up if you guys want to come. I doubt anyone's watching this. You know how I get most of my views on this? I put the link on people asking for podcast recommendations on Twitter or X. And I say, hey, check out this podcast. It's really good. And then they click on it, and that's how I get views. Doubt they watch it because subscribership is non existent. I think I pretended to be a couple people to get subscribes. Um, so yeah, but if you're, watching, listening, I got some shows coming up. The big one is December 23rd at Cobb's Comedy Club in San Francisco. That's going to be a great show. Saturday, 2 days before Christmas. Oh my God. Have a holly jolly comedy. That's going to be a good one. I'm co-headlining Tommy T's Comedy Club in Pleasanton, January 11th. That should be fun. Hopefully that one still happens. Um, Waiting for the guy to put out the ticket. So there's no ticket link yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. And we've got some stuff coming up. We got some stuff live. I love live comedy. This is stupid. This is nothing compared to live, where there's people in front of me and I'm like, fuck you, you're an idiot. You shouldn't have had kids. I'm your mom. Okay, well, you should have kids because I want to be alive, but you had me doggy style because I'm an idiot. Comedy is great. I'm really happy I was able to come on here and vent. Seriously. Hate that I'm getting feedback on the mic. I feel like just I'm not gonna do it because that voice says, "Hey, don't freak out." But can I ask you guys a question? And I know I'm not gonna hear anything back from you, but do you ever feel like, okay, not feel. Do you ever treat the people closest to you the worst? Is that a thing? Like I feel like I'm the biggest asshole to my wife, biggest dickhead. Just her and her. It's like the people you're most comfortable with, you're the biggest asshole to. You know what I mean? You have friends come over, hey, they spill something, oh, no, no problem. But the person you're really comfortable with spills something or says something you don't like, fuck you did this, Maybe I need to go to therapy. I don't know. But that just blows me away that the people, I remember I treated my mom like shit back in the day. Shut up, you're stupid. Like, mom, you're embarrassing me. I don't know. Mental illness, it's real. Mental illness is real, folks. You are experiencing it right now. Do I have any other notes? No, that's it. That's the show. Love you. Thanks for watching. God bless. And we're going to do a cold out. No music. Love you, guy. Bye.